Hi, I'm at Gugong, or the Forbidden City, and behind me is Tiananmen Gate. Now, this is an extremely historically significant gate for lots of reasons, not the least of which is because it was one of the entrances to the Forbidden City. But as the portrait on the gate that you can probably see behind the fountain suggests, this also has an important piece of history for modern China. It was here in 1949 that Chairman Mao Zedong officially announced the birth of the People's Republic of China. Now, for ancient history lovers, the reason that that was very significant is Chairman Mao was planning to destroy the Forbidden City as a reminder of China's imperial pre-communist past, but he was so impressed with the magnificence and the beauty that he chose to leave it as a museum, which is why we're still lucky enough to visit it today. Hi, I'm now inside of the Forbidden City here in Beijing. As you can look around, the interior of this palace is marked by large buildings and even larger courtyards, allowing the emperor to hold court with any number of visiting dignitaries. The term Forbidden City is extremely accurate. This really is a city within a city. The area is immense. A lot of people living here would never go outside, and a lot of people outside would never come in. Visiting dignitaries, it would be considered a vast honor to be allowed in past the first couple gates. Each courtyard was reserved for an ever more elite group of visitors.
In theory, the reason for building the Forbidden City was to give the Ming emperors a very impressive and imperial place from which to rule their empire. But really, the onus behind building the Forbidden City was a little bit more practical. The third Ming emperor, the Yongle emperor, wanted to move the capital from Nanjing, where he wasn't very popular, to Beijing, where he was very popular. So when he was emperor, he built several very large and very expensive structures in Beijing. One of which is the Temple of Heaven, and another is, of course, the Forbidden City. After all of that money was spent, and frankly, when people saw how impressive those structures were, future emperors were not tempted to move back to Nanjing. They were definitely happy to rule from the very comfortable accommodations provided by the Forbidden City.
Hi, still here inside the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. The Forbidden City marks a very interesting period in Chinese history. The Ming Dynasty was at the same time one of the most inward and most outward looking of Chinese dynasties. This city essentially cut itself off from the world. It was a self-sustaining, self-sufficient unit in which some people in their entire lives would never leave its grounds. Built by Emperor Yongle. Now, interestingly, Emperor Yongle also embarked on one of the most ambitious, world-spanning campaigns. He sent out the treasure fleets, or the Baotang, under the Admiral Zheng He. Zheng He's treasure fleets visited countries all over Asia and as far as Africa, bringing Chinese culture and bringing back world treasures, and giving a greater world view and an entire world breadth of the Ming Dynasty, all while the emperors sequestered themselves within the grounds of this massive palace.